Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 10.3.2 and the Soviet Union campaign. And where we left off, we were attempting to hold a few breakouts. We'd fallen back from our kind of Riga defensive line and consolidated a front over here. And to be honest with you, Army Group Center and North doing fairly well. Where I'm mainly concerned is now Army Group South. Now, it's not anything kind of south of this position here that I'm overly worried about. But there are concerns around a possible breakthrough in this area of the front. We are going to need to probably reinforce it as much as we can, and there isn't great terrain to defend on, kind of, once they break through there. So we need to be a little bit careful if we can. I can see an attack going ahead here, but we're pretty well dug in now. We're 15 days dug in. And we're not being attacked by particularly powerful divisions. Like 2 militia units. This motorized unit's decent. Decent mountain unit. First 4 not too bad, but probably 3 of those 7 are not top rate. This battle down here is kind of never ending. And we are sending some forces to deal with it. We also have this battle over here where we've got some different units kind of holding the front. And in fact, they're doing a good job of kind of beating back some of these units, like, kind of up and around everywhere. So, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned in a couple of spots. And what we're going to do is we're going to immediately kind of send some reinforcements in. And, yeah, we're slightly protected on the northern flank, but let's send some of these units. Let's leave the motorized behind. But let's send you guys over in this direction so that we've got some support. So, gonna win that one. This one not so good. Won a battle there, and a further 70,000 casualties is not bad. That is sizable amounts of casualties. And how's this battle here going? We've got some tank units that we can kind of pivot over. Because I can see one major battle going on with von Ravenstein. Another 6,000 losses over here. Send a tank unit that way. We've got some more reinforcements going in there. Don't have much of a chance to kind of resupply, but we will get units into the parts of the world where we think we need them. Including Roding's group. Okay, and we did manage to beat back our last remaining holdout, which is... So if we put this back live... Yep, so our last remaining holdout on the other side of the Dnieper River. We might need to think about a fallback towards the Don or the Donets. Possibly. Just depends how we kind of want to do this, how we extricate ourselves. We don't want to get overrun anywhere, that's the key. And it's definitely a hard slog. Okay, managed to get our unit back in. Do we have any urban specialists? Ah, Felenko. Now an urban assault specialist, which gives him speed bonus and attack bonus in urban. Well, that's good. Another one there, and he's also got a combat merits. Okay, that's good. And what about Belov? Also got himself an urban specialist. That's good. Okay, so decent victory here. And it looks like another relatively likely victory in this part of the world. Let's send some reinforcements. We do have you know, a fair amount of units with which to bring in. In fact, one division like isn't a huge problem. Let's send you that way because we've got a group that went in there, and we can send you this way to lend a hand. Then yeah, let's send some tanks that way. A little bit of support to Remensov would not be terrible. The 18th is a difficult unit, as is the 38th. But it's not impossible. These guys have got a huge defensive modifier. Like, massive. So I don't see them winning very quickly. Okay, and... yeah, our units are kind of returning to the front in good order. This is a tough fight. Don't really have any reinforcements. We can send some down here. Now that's a difficult one. But I'd say none of these, again, are kind of top level. 32. Right, our units should be more than able to handle them. Okay, and we are going to expect kind of these like battles to kind of force us back slowly but surely, but if we can make it kind of to October, that will lend a pretty big help. And let's make sure that we're providing enough support. Done, and we can go there. We've got some tanks and things that we've brought over. So we've stabilized the front a little bit. It's not completely horrendous. Not at least compared to what I thought it was going to be like. And I'm debating whether or not I want to send some additional units kind of north, because we've got another couple of tank units that we can send that way. Yeah, let's send what's remaining out of these units to this part of the world as well, just to act as additional reinforcements. And how far off? Not that far. Like, they are closing in. And it's going to be a sizable amount of units when they arrive. Now, how does our organization actually look? So, up to 60. It's not terrible. Okay. And it does look like we're finally getting victory in the far north. It's been hard fought, but it does look like our units are finally going to accomplish it. How's our retreat going? At 10 o'clock. Oh, that's okay. Especially when Woodrig doesn't look like he's going to actually get anywhere. Let's send these guys back into the meat grinder. Yeah, my thoughts on that battle look like they're pretty correct. And the same thing on that one. Okay, we are making decent supply. Let's keep putting a lot into it. Let's just want to break into that if we can. Now, we are losing a lot of metal at the moment, so we need to think about that and how we want to combat it. Some more units to pull in there. Now, we've got some mechanized units that we can pull over, and I'm going to. And we've got another one there. Let's pull these guys in, because self-propelled artillery, which is the SU-76. Right, so won a battle here, good. Okay, so we've stabilized this bridgehead. Okay, and we're pulling in additional reinforcements into this one here. We're continuing to rebuild industry into the Urals, which is good, and we're reinforcing our army pretty nicely. Now, I am going to, I think, change our laws because we need to get more manpower. So, we're on 3-year draft at the moment. We could go to service by requirement. And I don't think I want to do that. Let's go for emergency conscription. And see what that does. So we're now up to 55. Jesus, another bloody landing attack there. There we go, that's good. So now we're up to 55 because of emergency conscription. And we can consider getting kind of service by requirement at some point, to be honest with you. That's one hell of a battle we got here. Von Hubeniki is definitely a stressful battle. So we're now 29 against 32 in decent defensive terrain. All these tanks are not doing particularly well. Mr. Cock EPAC looks like he's about to get beaten back. And his divisions look like they're going to be at less than 50% strength. In fact, they might even break. And we've won the Battle of Hummel. So Germany attacked with about 80,000 troops. We had about a similar number defending, but we inflicted nearly 10-to-1 casualty rate, which is not bad. This is not good. You need to get in there. Don't exactly have much by the way of reinforcements, but we will see what we can do. Yeah, that was the 38th kind of Panzer Division issue. Okay, so it looks like we can beat that one back. What we're going to do is we're actually going to send you over there, and you're going to go over to this part of the world. And we're going to redirect these tank forces back into that engagement. Don't have great chances of reinforcing, but they will get there. Okay, we've had some reinforcements. So, where do I want them? We want them probably, as it stands, in this position. So, going to lend a hand kind of over here with these. Let's give them decent commanders. And get them into the order of battle. Okay, and that's another 20 taken out of the production queue. And some more due out. Now, does that speed up anything else? Peanut? Oh, haha! So, definitely a 10-to-1 casualty ratio there. They attacked us with 100,000 and lost half of them as casualties. That is crazy. That is absolutely madness. Right, let's get you back into here. Okay, and yeah, I've got some reinforcements that we need to throw in here. Yeah, we're nowhere near getting in kind of our mechanized reinforcements, so still a way off that. But They both come in. Some mechanized units facing them down, but we can handle that. And there goes reinforcements in that part of the world. And Vatutin, I'm expecting a lot from you. You're a much better commander than what you're facing up against, and aha, the 90 second. Right, you can head back that way. Okay, we're being attacked by the Schwer Panzer Gruppe. Okay, another loss in Drozny. It's okay, we are holding. In theory, couldn't afford to lose that. We just can't afford to lose anywhere else. Ooh, hello. An attack all across the front. AI is getting bold. Or at least bolder. Ah, Rommel. Rommel with every single trait. Hello, Rommel. What have you got? Okay, well, apparently he's got some decent units. But this guy doesn't. Ah, well, you picked the wrong place to attempt a rebellion. These ones I'm less worried about now. It's now over here in this part of the world that I have a little bit of concern. So we are immediately going to drop units in. And give them a chance to reinforce. A bit of our requirement away, and does that make any of these come out a little bit quicker? No, sadly not. Oh well, there's worse things. Okay, and yeah, you guys have recovered your leadership. Still at 9, so this battle is progressing neatly. Okay, so holding out here, but roughly, because a lot of our units in very low levels of organization. Holding out here. This one looks fine. This one looks okay. This one's a bit worrying. We have a unit we can throw back in a second. You'll be okay. We can send a unit that way. In fact, we can send some units to reinforce over here. Actually, instead, let's get everyone in. That might be planes, but we can make it work because they've broken through our river line in a couple of spots, but it's not like major, if that makes sense. It's relatively, it's things we can do to hold, and they're having to plug their lines with kind of, let's say, substandard units. Another 10,000 casualties. You guys should be doing a much better job than you are at beating these fuckers back. 2 infantry groups over here. And it might be supply that's causing a few problems. Give him an opportunity to get the hell in. Tank unit managed to get in, which is good. I would say overall, this isn't going too badly. There is another core that I could free up for defense. And I'm debating whether or not I want to free that up yet. Because these lines here, like these two, right now aren't getting anything. Though that urban center isn't massively well protected. Don't know, it's hard on that front to say one way or another. Back in. Okay, so yeah, this one's fine. This one might not be okay. This one's okay. And we can take out Rommel here. That would be very good. He's not fighting a bad commander at all elsewhere. Okay, so let's take the 12th army. And we're going to start sending towards where there are troubles. Because we're doing fairly well. Okay, further 6,000 casualties there. And then the motorized corps over Yeremenko. Can we send you over just to finish some of these battles off? And then provide support along the line where it's required. Skirkenir. Let's get out our armored car and keep things a-moving. Okay, we've got some units now that are not that far away. You're crossing the Volga, which is good. And I say let's get them in. Might have some reinforcements that we can throw in from here. Let's get you in. Got another tank unit there. Let's get a couple more in. Help Vatutin. What unit is Vatutin a part of? Is he the commander? Ah, he is. That'll be why. Okay, and yeah, we're not doing a huge amount at the moment when it comes to kind of our research and things. We are doing nuclear research and getting that going, but that's about it. Okay, we still need 84 to reinforce. Okay, good. We've got a victory there. Well, Maxson looks like he's struggling a little bit. 6 versus 5 is about to drop down another level. Fording a river is always difficult. Right. Rather than that way, we're going to take him in that direction. Okay, we might be able to stem that one. Looks like we might need more reinforcements kind of in the far north again soon. We have got tank units on the way, but they won't be there for a while because they've got to come all the way from northern Finland, where they've been dealing with the Germans up there. And do have some support that we can give, so this battle isn't too bad. This one's looking a little bit ropey, maybe. We've got a couple of divisions that are just gonna make a general movement over, and then another will go over there, and so on. Now, if we could do anything, I would build up pillboxes here in Leningrad and kind of make it a big buffer place, but I won't do that for now. Okay, how are you looking? Let's send a motorized unit down one. The weather start to favor us soon. That is what I'm waiting for. Some October rains. And Rifle Corps coming in to our rescue. Some units that we can send to deal with city rebellions in that part of the world. How's our rebellion position looking like? They've got a few more over there. Let's get you to deal with that one. Overall though, a slight improvement rebellion-wise on where we were at, which is good. Seeing anything in this part of the world. And our northern flank is most definitely secure. Let's give a little bit of support there. I am debating. Right, do we have... Yeah, you're going to be the fastest to move along, so we'll get you to head over. Could. Fuck it. Let's send. We'll send some support that way from over here. In an ideal world, I wouldn't be doing this, but we gotta make some defensive moves where we can. And Rommel's group be causing us problems. These two attacks here, not good. Can afford to send units because they're attacking south. So I think Anatov is in a good spot to kind of hold that down. Okay, how's our reinforcements? Aha! We look like we're going to turn this one around. It would be great if this bloody battle would end. Like, fuck me. You've had everything thrown at you over here. Does look like we're finally going to get the better of it. Okay, yeah. Fuel for nothing. Still suffering a little bit of a metal deficit. In fact, 512's worth of metal deficit. Now, we could look to buy... Nope, okay, France, fuck you. How about you, Japan? Nope. Bolivia? Nope. Switzerland? Nope. UK? Can we buy all of your metal? Yeah, that's fine. Chile? Okay. And no, we're at war with Hungary. We can't buy metal from people we're at war with. Okay, that'll do. That'll go some way towards helping our metal issues. Okay, down to 7. But we will beat back the 32nd Panzer Division by the looks of it. Few problems over there, but it looks like we're going to deal with a few issues elsewhere. It's mainly Rommel's unit here that's been causing us problems, and our units are definitely helping. Okay, yeah, give us energy please, thank you. Attempting to slow the tide of metal loss, so 11 days now, it's still not great. Did we have an armoured car somewhere in this vicinity? Yeah, we do have one. Okay, and we do have more tanks ready. Sturmer is attacking. 9 versus 10. And I think Chernovsky, after all of that, might finally win it. What a long, drawn-out nightmare battle that'll have been. But they all won it. Our reinforcement look like 60 now, so some of these battles going a little bit more in our favor. This one's okay. There's one on him, yeah. Okay, he's a decent commander. So Sumalina. Yeah, so we knew that that one was going to go our way. We're going to want to free up these tank units. Have them head immediately over. That's fine. Off you trots, Yeremenko. It's just a single Italian division. Should beat it back quite handily. Bit of reinforcement coming in. I should send them south just to lend a hand there. That Fallschirmjäger division is not our friend. And we want to provide a little bit of R&R time, but not too much. Our infantry are all in place. 702 defense modifier is going to be hard for these guys to crack. Woodrig has been fighting a long time. His unit looks extremely exhausted. Okay, a bit of an equal battle going on over here. Not worried about probably 3 of the divisions, but the 2 Panzer units possibly might be a little bit. Ooh, it's dropping quick. It's not good. You're reinforcing. That's why you can't attack. That's okay. And please, for the love of God, defeat this fucker. Not going too bad, and ooh. Oh, we dealt with the problematic battle. Let's put it that way. That's good. You guys, we can feed back in, back and forth, and aha! That is good. So Germany lost about 4 times nearly the amount that we committed to that one. And we lose a little bit of war extortion from that battle that's gone our way. And to be honest with you, is this a more concerning battle than the other one? It might well be. But do we have units that we can spare? I would say probably not. So, yeah, let's... Probably don't want to do that. So this one might go in our favour. This one we just reinforced. They're attacking us with a lot of German units here, which is why we're struggling so much in that battle. And these guys are now reinforcing and building up strength every time they get pushed back. So we've got interesting commanders here. We've got a swamp fox, which is good. And another one there, which is good. Okay, we're still losing huge amounts. So the first AAR, is that you? Yes, it is. Right, so we can reorganize them because they're done. Yay! So does that spawn them? Yes, it does. Got a commander for them. And in fact, you need help over here. So let's give them a little bit of help over there. Let's try and get another unit to kind of head in that direction. Provide some support over there. A little bit of reinforcement requests. And more units in October on the 9th. So when we tick over to the 1st, we'll see where we're at. The 31st September, I don't think there is there? Okay, so we're going to give it a day just to... I want, like, to see if there's going to be any events on, like, weather. This is a bit of a nightmare over here. Well, how are we going to combat that? So you... We don't want slow units, that's the thing. All of you head over. Let's send an infantry unit that way as well. Okay, so snow starts to fall. That's what we were looking for. So, what happens weather-wise? Okay, so spamming IC. More money for that. That's fine. Got low popularity, which is not good. But that'll happen when you're getting your ass handed to you in a war. Though, not as handed to us as last time that we did this. So that's something. And we've got a victory over here in this part of the world, which we've been waiting on. Now, it'd be great if we could counterattack over here. Let's see if we can't build that unit group up. So, a lot of quiet on a lot of different front areas. But a little bit of concern in a couple of spots. Being pinned here. The Vulcan to get him over there. Their brigade looks like it's about to be beaten back. And yet another stunning victory. Okay, so weather starting to go our way in October. And units will be coming out from the 9th. So less than a week. And then we'll have some more units ready, which will massively help us. So, yeah, where are we going to concentrate? Well, we want to concentrate probably in this part of the world and build up a couple of corps down there. Probably some support over here, because we're looking a little bit worried. And then probably the same thing over here. So these units have just been freed up. We've just finally won this mega battle, and we can send some more units to deal with that. And then the same thing maybe over there. Those are all the areas where I think it's probably immediately necessary to lend a hand. Okay. Right, I'm going to call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the Soviet Union campaign, where we will attempt to continue to hold the Germans in place. Now, they do have a few bridgeheads, and eventually the key aim is going to be to try and neutralize these bridgeheads. And if we can, so we've got one here, we've got two here, we've got one over here that we could try and aim for, along with these units. Where else? This one over here would be good to get, but it's got fortresses, so probably quite difficult. To be honest with you, retaking like this area, so an attack kind of over here to retake this bridgehead, and then move down towards Minsk, and then an attack from Homel, you know, kind of this area, like a twin pincer to try and wipe out this army group, would be effective, I think. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.